Hi there, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Okay guys, so we have a full moon, spring equinox, beautiful new energies coming in. I wanted to do a reading from a Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Empaths just to see what you can expect as a result of this energy. So these messages may be happening at this time or they may start happening over the next few days. But we're just going to see what to expect for you. What do we get? Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So, and Star Mother flipped with this as well, which is how can you mother yourself? So I feel like you may have some stuff going on with your life, and it may be time for you to start nurturing yourself, time for you to start loving yourself in ways that you haven't, fully embodied yet. Things that you kindly know, like you're being guided with this Akasha. It says your guidance is divinely guided. It's like you're getting these messages, you're getting this little voice in the back of your head that says, hey, you need to start doing this stuff and you need to start doing it now. And I feel like you just kind of been putting it off. So either it's already in your head or these ideas are going to start popping up over the next couple of days. But, trust the guidance that you're receiving. Trust what you're feeling at this time. If you need to take a break, take it. This isn't something that we just do overnight. And that is how you practice self-love, is by not forcing yourself to do stuff. If you've gone through tower moments recently, if you've had a crumbling of a certain situation or relationship or just some experiences that have left you feeling kind of like, ugh, don't feel badly about taking a break. Don't feel badly about, just giving yourself that time to recoup and regenerate. I do feel like with all the energies we have going on, there's been a lot, you could have definitely gone through some big transformation or about to undergo some big transformation. And it's going to be important that you trust what you're being guided to do and then listen to that little voice in the back of your head, maybe telling you that this isn't going to change unless you change it. With the never-ending story coming through, I feel like you may have been dealing with a certain person or a certain way of life that just isn't changing. And it's like, that like this person or this place or this thing isn't going to change unless you do something about it. And if you don't do something about it, and you don't start listening to that little voice in the back of your head, Spirit's going to come in and like crumble things around you. So even if it's just like in regards to you taking a break, like maybe you've been forcing yourself and pushing yourself and it's like this never ending story. It's like every day you're just kicking your own ass. Believe me, if you don't take a break, like things are just going to crumble down. You're either going to get sick or just like forced into backing that up and, mothering yourself. Even if you're a mom, like you got to mom yourself. Like, how will you treat your kids? How would you treat your kids if you don't have them? Stop forcing yourself to do things or to partake in things that are making you feel badly. And just know that whatever you're doing, it's a life's work. It's not a season. Get off the treadmill and don't feel badly about that. And with Between Worlds on the bottom here, I feel like you're in between these decisions. It's like you have this inkling, like, I want to do this, but I'm not really sure where it's going to go. Like, I want to make this change. I want to break out of this situation, but I'm a little nervous. And so it's like you just keep going and going and going and going. It's like you really need to break off of that. But I do feel like you're in between two worlds at this time where it's like part of you is ready for it and part of you still holding on to the old. But it's like that old is a never ending story. It's not going anywhere. It's not changing. And you need to start regenerating. But you could be feeling badly that you're either going to orphan somebody or that somebody's going to orphan you if you make these changes or you make this decision to start focusing on yourself. But at some point you gotta walk away from these things. With number 5 there, it's telling me that it's time to change, okay? So you don't feel guilty about leaving behind people or situations that aren't serving you anymore or keeping you in a world that's just not full of light and has been dull and dark. Like, look at this, all dull energy, all dark energy. It's like you want to go into the light, but you may be clinging on to some outdated beliefs or ideas in regards to that, and you're just ignoring that little voice in the back of your head and observing other people living their life. And I think Spirit has been giving you guidance, giving you messages, saying, hey, this is the way to go. And you're probably thinking about it a lot, but you're just not taking those full-on actions. So it's time for you to go the distance. It's time for you to start laying down the blocks that are going to help you in really healing and transcending whatever it is that you've been kind of dealing with for too long. It's time to trust that higher power. And it's funny because oh no, what one was it? The thinker and the higher power is 444. So like the higher realms are trying to give you messages. They're trying to give you guidance. And I think you think about it, but you don't always trust it. Okay. You got to start trusting the guidance that you're receiving, because it's going to help you lay down a healthy foundation, and it's going to help you to move forward rather quickly out of this chaos and this conflict that you're holding on to. I feel like you may be somebody that's like trying to live life by the book, or you're trying to live life by other people's standards, and that's just no way to be. You're definitely at this place of a fork in the road where there's a decision to make in regards to what you're doing. And you may feel like things are, fated for you, and that all of that will happen, and everything will work itself out. But you are the creator of your reality. So if you're not following that little voice in the back of your head, like your fated events may get messed up. You start to veer off of where you're meant to be because you're not taking the action and going down that road that inside you're supposed to be doing, and you're like giving it up to spirit. But I do think that you're gonna make this decision, okay? There's a deep knowing inside of you that it's time to make the changes. It's time to make that decision and to start being somebody that assists in the creation of what's fated for you. Things can be fated, but if we don't do what we're supposed to do, they don't come. All right? So just start trusting that, and allow yourself to go out to sea. Like, go out into your emotions. Go out and see what's all out there available for you in this life. And know that you will be blessed, okay? The 22's coming through. So it's like, no matter what you're doing, things that you're thinking about are manifesting. So if you're starting to think in a negative headspace, that's what you're going to manifest. But if you start thinking and knowing that you're going to be blessed, and it's because you're following, this deep inner knowing that things are going to work out in your favor, and that you're creating your fate for yourself, and you travel into those emotions and take like the road a little less traveled in your life, you're going to finally be able to go the distance and get out of the conflict that has been there. You're going to be able to, free your mind from just thinking about things, and then synchronicity and serendipity is going to speed up, because when you're on the right path, Spirit's like, hey, yes, 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 yes. And this 4-leaf clover telling me that you're going to have a lot of abundance coming. You're going to have a lot of luck coming, but like the time is ticking here. Okay. Like, I think you feel that too. It's like that little niggling back there. It's like, you're running out of time, and that may be why you're forcing yourself and not taking these breaks. But it's like, I feel like this is the thing you need to, that's like running out for you, is that you got to take this break. Time's running out for you to kind of just give yourself this break before something big happens and then forces you to do it. So really, I do think that for many of you, it's time to make that decision to get out of the conflict and to start following this change that is in the air all around you. And this is going to make you happy, okay? Some of you may start manifesting new soulmates into your life, maybe new soul tribe or romantic partners, or just people into your life that serve you and assist you. So you could have been holding back in old relationships, feeling like you wanted to break out of them, but afraid to be like out in the cold or left alone. But I think when you make this decision to get out of whatever it is, you embrace this change that's happening, you're going to be happy. And then you're going to start manifesting people into your life that reflect that happiness back to you. So you'll start finding new soul tribe members that are going to, bring that happiness. Again, whether it's romantic or just friendship, you're going to be happy. And then the Pleiades is coming through with a double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So for some of you, this could be the decision in the back of your head. It's like you haven't been embracing that role that you're here to play to assist humanity in anchoring the light codes down from the higher dimensions. Maybe that's where you've been holding yourself back with old friends and things. Is like you haven't been able to express this energy or like this awakened consciousness that you have because you're holding on to people in outdated places and experiences that don't embrace this in you, or you're afraid to embrace it in yourself because you're afraid of what others are going to think. But when you embrace this energy and you start anchoring it down here, you act as this pillar of light, your vibration is going to rise. You're going to get more tuned into the spirit messages, and then the right people and experiences are going to come in to make you happy. So it's time for you to answer the call. Whatever your soul's calling you to do, just trust it and get out there, okay? But stay grounded, because I feel like at sometimes you're getting a little ungrounded. You may be creating energetic cords with people that are just not so great, or you're sticking in places that you shouldn't be, and it's like you need to unbreak this. Okay, you got to release yourself from the patterns and the contracts that are keeping you in a place of ickiness and just not feeling like you're 100%. So, you know, practicing some cord cutting or just even like meditation for past lives is going to be helpful for you to get out of that place. It's funny, I picked up this new deck. This is the Affirmators, and this one stayed behind. This is positive thinking. In the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take a lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. So it's time to start, you know, focusing on the positive things, and know that as you do that, more and more things are going to come towards you. I just saw authenticity too. So it's time for you to get authentic about what it is that you want and to follow this inspiration that's coming towards you. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now, it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech, voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. So again, that niggling voice in the back of your head has been giving you this like call to step up and to do this change that's going to assist you in feeling happy, you know, manifesting the right people and places to have this. So whatever you're being inspired to do, you know, trust that it's going to help you get there. All right. And just trust and know whatever that little voice is doing, don't worry, you know, it's bringing you to this connection. Don't go to the place of like a negative headset or thinking badly. Just start focusing on the positive, knowing that whatever this little voice is telling you to do is doing it for a reason. And it's like you intuitively know it, but sometimes you just doubt it. And it is going to bring you connection. Look at this. Here's some synchronicity for you. Soulmates connection. You know, this is synchronicity. You got the penguins twice. I'm connected to the multitudes, and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. So funny, on the bottom of this deck here is no place like home. I feel like you are your home, okay? And your thoughts are your home. So if your thoughts are out of alignment, you're not going to feel at home. But when you start, you know, following this inspiration, getting into a positive mind space, you realize that you're home regardless. You're going to start attracting the connections of people and experiences that feel even better into your life, okay? It's going to bring you vitality. It's going to bring you things that help you to feel healthy, that help you to feel happy, that help you to get into alignment with your soul mission, your soul's work, and to get rid of the experiences that have been dull and draining and just haven't brought you anything of inspiration. You know, it's like it hasn't been positive, it hasn't been inspiring because you've been surrounded by the wrong people and experiences. So now it's time to call in your soul tribe, your true soulmates, the people who are going to recognize you as home and that you're going to recognize them as home. So whatever things you've been doing, it's time to just like fill yourself up, protect yourself, and realize that you are this temple, okay? All the answers are inside of you, and then take that leap of faith and just trust that the universe is going to assist you in breaking out of these things so that you can start answering this call of your soul, and you can start, you know, making these changes before the universe forces you to make the changes, which is usually a lot more difficult than just doing it on your own, because then you kind of lose control over things. So it's time to, you know, be that controlling factor in your life that decides what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. But I do think that these are going to be some big changes coming towards you, okay? So just trust it and know that you're going to be blessed, and you know, trust that the higher power is there to assist you with whatever it is that you've been holding off on. You know, try to be flexible at this time and just do what's right for you. The treasure island, it's like there is a treasure available to you, but you got to kind of navigate your way to it, and even see yourself as that. See yourself as that treasure island, that the right people is going to come and balance out anything that hasn't been right. I definitely feel like a lot of you are going to start connecting with the true soul tribe and family members and people that assist you in this growth and in this healing. Okay, so I hope that you have a beautiful full moon equinox energy, and I do intend that these messages are timeless, so even if you find it at some other point, just know that the messages are for you. Sanctuary. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It would be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath. Or a normal-sized trip to a tiny bubble bath. Or maybe you tripped and fell into someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. So, try to get into this inner sanctuary of yourself and just know that things are working in your favor. Try to shift your perspective up and start looking at things from that higher place and trusting that the universe has got your back. And again, mom yourself and trust what you're hearing, okay? So if you'd like to donate, there is a link down below. If you'd like to send a new deck, there's an Amazon wish list down below. If you'd like a private reading, I am on a 2-week wait, but that information is down below as well. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. In Mune, namaste.